Here we are, Disney Villianous, Treacherous Tides, Tamatoa. Finally got this box opened up and played a match with the wife. She took Davy Jones, I took Tamatoa. I took the win, but that means I also learned how to play. But first, we need to talk about these locations. Here we have the Impossible Cliffs, Lolata, Tamatoa's lair, and the Bone Cage. So as you can see, we have our locations, we have Tamatoa's lair. Important location, because to win, we have to have the Heart of Te Fiti and Maui's Hook at Tamatoa's lair. Now, fun point to make, there are 3 decks. This gold deck is called a Maui deck. We'll go over that when Maui comes into play. So if we're really trying to get this really going, from our deck, we can play Maui's Hook. Costs nothing to bring it into play. While it's in play, and on your side of the board, if you get faded, gain 2 power. Seems pretty fair. And on the other side, with a fate deck, we have the Heart of Te Fiti. Play Heart of Te Fiti unattached to any location. Find Moana and attach Heart of Te Fiti to her at that location. When Moana is defeated, move Heart of Te Fiti to Tamatoa's side of the realm at this location. Now, you can get the Heart of Te Fiti to just jump into play. There are ways to find items, like crustation with the power of creation. You may shuffle your fate discard pile into your deck, reveal the top 4 cards, play each item revealed to a different location, and discard the remaining cards. So you can just find this and get it all out of the way. But chances are pretty high your opponents are going to play Moana. When Moana is played, if the Heart of Te Fiti is at her location, attach it to her. So when you play that, you're going to have to find Moana, and Moana goes there with it. Now with the hook, you'll have to watch out for Maui. Before Tamatoa moves, he must reveal and play the top card of Maui's deck. So him by himself just means that all these cards from the gold deck have to be gone through. So let's take a look at those real quick. We have Beetle Maui, Shark Maui, Lizard Maui, Sea Star Maui, Hey Hey Maui, Shark Head Maui, Shark Tail Maui, Fish Maui, Pig Maui, and Reindeer Maui. Now, if Maui was played by himself, the hook stays on your side. But if the opponent played Maui time to get Maui into play, says find Maui and play him. Find Maui's hook and attach it to Maui. So the rules will still apply that this item, when Maui's defeated, will come down to the other side. Now, to take out these characters, you're going to need some help, as Maui is a strength of 8, and Moana is a strength of 4. You're going to need Sloth Monster. Heroes at Sloth Monster's location get -1 strength. There's also help from the effect Powerless. Give a hero up to 3 -1 strength tokens, which are the damage modifiers. So you go 1, 2, and 3. So now, Maui's a little weaker. We can bring out the 8-eyed bats. Each time an ally is played, you may move 8-eyed bats to their location. So if I play there, and then I play a tree monster here, then the bats can fly over here. But let's read what tree monsters do. When tree monsters is used to defeat a hero, you may move any card in play to a new location. So let's say that the tree was over here and takes out Moana. It can't without help, but let's say that it did. So Moana would be banished, and this would come down. The tree monster would get banished. This would go here, but you're allowed to move anything after the banishment. The last ally is Fish Monster. Fish Monster can be used in vanquish actions against heroes at adjacent locations. So you put that there, and it could have helped with Moana or Maui when you take them out. Now there's another way to take out strong characters, and that's with Power Collection. You could play Nice and Shiny, which allows you to gain 2 power, then shuffle Maui's discard pile back into his deck. So when these get discarded, they go back into the deck. When this gets played, you gain 2 power. Now you can come here to gain 2 power and come here to gain 2 power, and let your inner Prince John kind of take over. So you can play You Look Like Seafood. Pay power equal to the strength of the hero. Defeat that hero. So right now, with the 3 -1 tokens and the sloth on this location, you only need to pay 4. And you defeat Maui, collecting the hook, and because both are on your side, and at Tamatoa's lair, you win. But let's say that Maui's still holding onto his hook. Let's clean this up. Your opponents can play Escape, where you move a hero or unattached item to an adjacent location. So you can move the Eye of Tafiti, so the Heart of Tafiti. And now we have to worry about making sure we get the hook and the heart back to that location. And the last hero card that I really want to focus on is Something Shiny. Something Shiny covers actions like heroes and is not attached to heroes. Heroes at this location cannot be defeated. When Tamatoa ends his turn at this location, discard this item. So let's say it gets played there. And on that turn, I move there, I do my 2 actions here. At the end of the turn, Something Shiny goes away. So that's all the really big highlights of this deck. I found it a lot of fun to play, but you'll get to see how this plays out in a 20-turn solo play coming right up. See you soon.